Hey guys, I hope that all of you are doing great. Well, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin journey and why he did not get margin called or liquidated as the Bitcoin price fell really hard. Like it went to the extent of $17,800. A lot of people were calling that below $20,000 Michael Saylor is supposed to be liquidated or margin called, and a lot of speculation. So we are going to talk about the journey of Michael Saylor, and he is one of the major players within the Bitcoin, like at least in terms of the billionaires known worldwide. Somebody who has adopted Bitcoin to this extent that during the ups, during the downs, all sorts of scenarios, he's always on praise of the Bitcoin. He keeps on advocating about the Bitcoin everywhere. So basically, what overall scenario is for the Michael Saylor, it can be known via his pinned tweet. So basically on his Twitter handle, this is what is the most important thing about him. I mean, that's what you pin it, right? So he's pinned it at the top, which says Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace run by incorruptible software, offering a global, affordable, simple and secured saving account to billions of people that don't have the option or desire to run their own hedge fund. And a lot of profile pictures, display pictures, and a lot of tweets. His majority of his tweets are related with the Bitcoin, especially after he made it public, his association with the Bitcoin, the funds that he bought. And he keeps on giving the interviews on the big platforms like CNBC, you name any of the platform, and he goes on to the debate, he goes on to telling the merits of the Bitcoin and all the FUDs happening around the world, even by the big people like Warren Buffett saying Bitcoin is useless. So basically Michael Saylor comes up with a lot of counter argument, which also I'm going to talk about. Like one of the most important thing that he says, okay, I'm going to talk about it by the end of this video. The next thing, Michael Saylor is a multi-billionaire and he's a co-founder of the firm MicroStrategy. So one of the best known executives of the internet bubble. We all know 2002, right? A lot of multi-billionaires emerged at that time. Anyone with the dot-com thing, really like several hundreds of millions of dollars evaluation or probably $1 billion evaluation happened. Even with the Michael Saylor, he became multi-billionaire by the late 1990s. But again, like during the crash, obviously a lot of his wealth got wiped out, just like everybody else. But he got it all back, and right now again he's a multi-billionaire. Now for the first time, when did he disclose his Bitcoin holdings? So basically in October 2020, he disclosed that he personally bought 17,732 Bitcoins for $175 million. That is approximately at the average price of $10,000. So his first Bitcoin, like the first set of Bitcoins that he bought, was average price $10,000. Now his first official stand on Bitcoin and owning it. So throughout 2020, he steered MicroStrategy's corporate coffers into the Bitcoin using company cash and borrowings to buy approximately 70,784 Bitcoin for $1.1 billion. Now, I mean, we are talking about the 2020, right? The Bitcoin's price ranging around 10,000 maximum. It reached like probably at that time by the end of 2020, approximately $15,000 to $20,000. And he is the sole reason, like he really triggered the institutional buying. Why? Because obviously a billionaire and a multi-billion-dollar institution, when it's buying more than $1 billion worth of an asset, obviously the whole of the institutional whales in the market gets shaken. And a lot of people, a lot of big institutions started to take notice of it and took the jump into it. That's what probably one of the triggers of the bull run that happened in 2021. Right now he owns, like he even bought the Bitcoin at the price of $57,000, $54,000, which was pretty high from here. Right now it's sitting at $20,000. So his average price is $30,000 approximately, and he owns 122,000 Bitcoins approximately. So right now he's like $1.7 billion in negative. But guess what? He is all in praise for the Bitcoin. He still goes to the newsrooms, he still goes for the debate, he's still talking about the best case scenarios for the Bitcoin. He's like, Bitcoin is either going to $1 million or a $0. Why saying $0? Because obviously you don't have to, I mean, you always have to have a door open. And he says the chances of going for it to go to $1 million far higher. And regarding the speculation why the MicroStrategy did not get margin call to Michael Saylor. This is what he tweeted earlier, and he retweeted just to give this particular perspective. So basically, he says that MicroStrategy adopted Bitcoin and it anticipated volatility and structured its balance sheet so that it continued to hodl. And basically, this is like even below at the price of $20,000. So this is what happened. The MicroStrategy has $205 million term loan, needs to maintain this much collateral. It has this much Bitcoin. If price falls even below $3,562, the company could post some other collateral. So basically, even in the extreme case, we are talking $3,500 Bitcoin. Nobody's talking about that. I mean, the worst case scenario, people are talking a WIG below $10,000. So even in these extreme scenarios, they have the way out. They can bail it out. So it's not that they are going to get liquidated. And this is what his strategy is. Obviously, I mean, just imagine billions of dollars somebody is owning within the Bitcoin. If he starts selling, that'll cause a massive sell-off. Either he sells everything, or if he sells partly and everyone gets to know, everyone else will be selling. The price is going to tank a lot lower, and probably he will be in a far bigger loss. But like, this is what happens when you believe in something. Obviously, when somebody's putting several $1 billion, I mean, he's putting more than 50% of his net worth into something. That's only because of the belief. It's not the short-term trading. So this is what he believes in, and he's ready to live for it. He's ready to go all in for it. And I think that he will be proven right. In fact, like, the Bitcoin price right now is very, very cheap, highly discounted. In a 5-year time frame, you're talking about like the dream price of the Bitcoin. Whether you bought at $20,000, $18,000, $22,000, it doesn't matter. Overall, like, what is the point that Michael Saylor argument makes? That the people who are criticizing Bitcoin, for example, Warren Buffett says Bitcoin is useless, probably doesn't produce anything. So even if you keep it for 100 years, what is the use of it? It has not produced anything. So what is the point of something like this? So this is what Michael Saylor has to say, not just to Warren Buffett and a lot of people, that you need to, before making a judgment onto something, you need to, and something as complex as Bitcoin, like $1 trillion asset, you need to at least spend 100 hours studying about the Bitcoin, about knowing about what it has done, what it can do, what is the technology, and what kind of solution it is providing, what kind of problem it is solving, it can solve in the future. Once you dedicate this much time, only then you can say, okay, now I know about it. And now you can comment on the based on the technicals, the inside out, right? You cannot just make a general statement. A lot of people criticizing it have not spent even 100 hours studying it. So how can you criticize something on that sense? So if they study 100 hours, most likely his belief is that their perspective is going to change. And we have seen a lot of people whose perspective has changed with the time. For example, Kevin O'Leary, he said like he's never going to spend a single penny within the crypto. And right now he owns a lot of crypto. More than 15% of his portfolio now is in crypto. Like, pretty much he says he does not believe like putting this much in any asset. This is how much he believes. A lot of people have started believing within the crypto. So that's it, guys. I mean, that's what I wanted to convey, that a huge amount of potential left for the Bitcoin. Michael Saylor believes it. He's ready to defend it, and that's what happens. Like, when you're believing, it becomes like a cult. It becomes like an ideology. You live with it. He's living the Bitcoin life. That is the reason he's going to hodl. That is the reason he's going to not sell and adopt to it. And that is what is going to make him successful. That's what I believe. Again, guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please ensure you hit the subscribe button. This channel will be everything about how do we grow your finances. The goal of this channel is to provide financial freedom to all of our subscribers. Ensure you hit the subscribe button. Comment down below for what do you think about Michael Saylor, his strategy. I mean, it'll be great to know your take on this. And I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.